Well, here we are, guys. It's April 9th. Just got done making a series of videos on YouTube for everybody. I went through the homework for Chapter 5 on flip-flops. You'll see that I built them into simulating software, kind of stepped through them, pointed out some of the key logic features of the individual devices that we're talking about. Hop over here to YouTube so you can see them. You'd see I did a 5 of these videos, so should help you out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know that a couple of you have had trouble with the software. If you find yourself having trouble with the software, try to schedule a time with me so that we can get on chat. Not like a YouTube stream, but an actual, FaceTime or Google Hangouts or whatever. That way we can kind of interact and troubleshoot whatever kind of issues you're having. But you'll see there's the new videos on YouTube. Also going over here at Blackboard. We've uploaded a new lab for Chapter 7. It's going to be a counter. We call them mod counters. And they call it the modulus number. And you'll see where they have their benefits. You'll see that I put in one of the homework assignments you see on YouTube, one of the flip-flops was put into toggle mode. And that toggle mode enabled us to divide the frequency by 2. Well, when you cascade these counters together, you can do a divide by 2, a divide by 4, a divide by 8, a divide by 16, our 2 to the end, just like what we've kind of talked about in the past. The counter that we're going to do is specifically a mod 12. There's going to be more complexity with this mod 12. And basically you're going to have to design a logic circuit that will allow the counter to be reset when it hits 12 and not 16. If you read sections 7-3 through about 7-5, I think it'll give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it will be a counter with 4 flip-flops and a series of AND gates that enable it to reset when it reaches 12. And 12 will be a temporary state. You'll read about it in your text. If we had time in class, we'd spend a lot of time focusing on this, but it's just difficult. So you're going to have to pick that up on the text. So again, it's all on my YouTube channel right now. We went through the flip-flop homework on the live stream, and a new lab was put to try to get that identified. Now, next week, I want to make sure we get the final lab posted. The final lab has some complexity with the system we're using. We're going to have to use the 7-segment display. I don't think we're going to have any trouble getting this working, but again, I want to get it out early so that you guys have time, you can practice, and if you have any kind of issues, be sure to reach out to me so we can chat. So I can see how many concurrent viewers are on. I'm not really taking roll call or anything. I know that, your attendance is basically going to show in whether you answer the homework problems or the lab problems or not. I know these live streams may or may not be beneficial to you. But I want to be here to answer any kind of questions. At this time, does anybody have any questions about what's going on in a class? Concerns about what they're seeing? Just type into the live chat. So we'll hop over here to the content tab. You'll see that there's going to be a few new things. When you go into homework, there is a new folder in here, and it is called Simulated Solutions. Under simulated solutions, you will see the homework assignments I'm using. That should enable you to get in there, test that device as configured per the homework assignment. I've really encouraged you better understanding. Okay, so it sounds like Connor needs me to go through the gradebook. Actually, I have been pretty bad about that. I haven't gotten onto the gradebook in about 2 weeks. I'll get on the gradebook probably Saturday, Sunday sometime, but I'll get that knocked out for you, okay? Let's see. So we have the simulated solutions, and again, that's under content homework. And under labs, we have the lab 4 for the counters, and it's just simple. Design and simulate a mod 12 counter. Honestly, you could probably Google search. Let's just test that right now, guys. You can probably Google search how this thing works. Yeah, it's out there. But you'll see. Basically, you're going to use these AND gates on a specific output that is going to be tied and reset the entire circuit. Well, let's see. Well, that's about it for the class this week. I hope everybody's been caught up on their reading. I think for the purpose of this class, Chapter 7 is going to be the last chapter that we have homework for. We obviously missed a few weeks, and we've had to go to this online, and I've been having to create this content, which is not easy. We do need to jump ahead and talk about multiplexers. We call them muxes. But the important thing for the muxes and the 7-segment display is that we really need them to do the final lab. We're going to have to use these multiplexers to allow us to use a 7-segment display. So that's covered in Chapter 9. Again, there won't be any homework on this, and I won't ask any questions on the exam about multiplexers because there's no homework on this. But we need to be aware of some of the content from Chapter 9 in order to accomplish the final lab. Now, I want to make a commitment to you guys. For the final lab, I will also be doing the final lab. And the same way that Lab 3 and Lab 4, I'm going to get on YouTube, I'm going to design the circuit, and I'm going to video the circuit in operation. I will do that for the final lab. So you guys will have a proven working solution. Honestly, Justin, there's not really any due dates for any of this stuff. The due dates for everything is the last day of class. And truthfully, you can get it to me probably by Saturday, the last week of the semester, and I won't count off any points. So no, Flip-Flop Lab is definitely not due tonight, and the homework is not due tonight. End of the semester. Extenuating circumstances. I didn't put any kind of automatic close date on there or any kind of function in Blackboard that'll make that happen. Well, I don't want to keep you guys all night. I put some content out there on YouTube. Be sure to watch those. Go over the homework. Start reading Chapter 7. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You know my email. You know my text. So just be sure to reach out. You can use Blackboard as well. All right, everyone. Well, I appreciate your time, and you guys have a great weekend. Beautiful outside. It's also a holiday weekend, so I've got an extra day off. Yes. If you need an artificial due date, Justin, it is May 1st. Artificial due date, May 1st. But I hear you. I'm in that same boat. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe out there.